welcome to another episode of our show, Storytime with Becky. Today we're going to listen to a story about the 3 little pigs. So there were 3 little pigs who lived in a town and lived with their mother. One day the mother asked the pigs, "Piggies, listen to me carefully. When it is time for you to pick up and move and live on your own, I need you to remember one important thing. Never take the easy way out, because you get what you pay for. If you work hard, you will receive the gift that you deserve." So the 3 little piggies took their mother's advice and went to go build their own houses. The first little piggy took straw and built his house out of straw, which was kind of the easy way out. The second little piggy looked at the first little piggy and said, "I'm going to make my house out of sticks instead, because that's a little heavier." So he built his house out of sticks. The third little piggy watched these 2 little piggies and said, "I'm going to make my house out of bricks." Then a big giant wolf came and saw these 3 little piggies building their houses and wanted to take these 3 little piggies. He wanted to blow their house down and take everything inside and wanted to hurt the little piggies. So the wolf snuck up to the first little piggy's house and he yelled, "Let me in, little piggy, let me in. If you don't let me in, I will huff, I will puff, and I will blow your house in." The first little piggy said, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, you won't." The wolf said, "Okay," and he stood back and blew a big wave into the first house, and the house out of straw came tumbling down everywhere. The first little piggy ran into the second little piggy's house out of sticks. The wolf followed the little piggy and went to the house out of sticks. So he knocked on the door and he said, let me in, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." The little piggy said, "Not by the hairs of our chinny chin chins." The wolf said, "Okay." So he stepped back and he huffed and he puffed and he blew the second house in. The little piggies were so scared as the sticks came tumbling down. So they ran into the third little piggy's house with the bricks. And the wolf followed them and he knocked on their door and he said, let me in, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." The 3 little piggies said, "Not by the hairs of our chinny chin chin, you won't." The wolf said, "Okay." So he stepped back and he huffed and he puffed and he tried to blow the house down, but it wouldn't move. So he tried again. He stepped back, he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in. The house wouldn't move. So the wolf was very sneaky and he tried to think of a different way to get into the house. He looked around for a window or a door and he didn't see anything. So he climbed on the roof and he looked for the chimney. The piggies knew he was going to look for the chimney, so they put boiling water underneath the furnace where the chimney landed. And the wolf snuck into the chimney and he tried to drop into the chimney and then kersplat! He landed into the boiling hot water, and that was the end of the big bad wolf. We should never take the easy way out, and we should always work hard for what we have. Let us pray tonight to ask God to continue to watch over us and keep us safe always. Thank you for watching today's episode of Storytime with Becky. Have a good night, sweet dreams, and I'll see you soon.